They're going to present Childcare Connected, a digital platform for early learning and childcare. This session will showcase how human-centered design is transforming EECD's services for families and educators. Please welcome Rebecca and Laura. The floor is yours.
All right. Yes, a little intimidating. Thank you so much. We're excited to be here. 8 minutes, we're going to give it our go. We like to talk, and we love to talk about this project. So we're going to try to stick within our time here. My name is Rebecca Rice, and as described, I'm the Director for Early Childhood Digital Business Transformation with the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development.
And I'm Laura McKillop, the Director of Early Childhood Operations Support Services, and execute the programs developed in the portal.
So Laura and I work very closely together on this project. I build, she implements, so we work in tandem. So we're really excited to share how digital innovation is positively reshaping the early learning and childcare programs here in New Brunswick. Slides. So the before probably looks familiar to many of you. Prior to digital transformation, we had very paper-based, heavy manual processes for parents, educators, and operators. Paper applications and data that lives siloed within each program. What it looks like today, and we're certainly not done, but this is where we have arrived so far. We have a one login, one platform with shared data flowing across all portals. So we didn't simply digitalize, we redesigned our entire relationship between families, educators, operators, and government. You can see we have a parent portal. This is our public-facing component. You can check it out if you'd like online. We have an operator portal, which is the mechanism with which operators receive funding and access services, and the educator portal. We also have a back office function that lets EECD do all the back office functions that come with administering a program. And of course, across all of these, we have shared data. You can see in that black box all of the shared data components. So our vision. Digital transformation wasn't simply about technology. It reshaped our policies and redefined how services are delivered. So our goal really was to improve experiences for all of the users, to streamline EECD's processes and support business priorities through a unified platform. We've had these strategic themes. You've heard, I won't go into too many detail, 8 minutes, but you have heard some of these themes throughout our couple of days together. We wanted to enable digital services for New Brunswickers, reduce red tape. We wanted to modernize service delivery, and of course, ensure accountability for the sector. Some guiding principles. Again, some of these are common themes that you've heard throughout our 2 days together. But our project was really focused. We lived these and breathed these through our development and through our activities. We reimagined and didn't replicate. We really took time to think about how we could truly reimagine how services could work. Child-centered, we are the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development, and we really wanted to keep we must keep the child at the center of everything that we were doing. We took a mobile-first design. We know a lot of citizens, this is their primary mode to access services. The collect once approach, we committed to collecting information only once and reusing it across the entire system, really reducing the redundant information that we were asking for on all those paper forms. Data-driven innovation, of course, we wanted the data. We needed data to guide our decisions, improve programs, and create insights that weren't possible before. Privacy and trust by design. And of course, we worked iteratively. We were truly agile, testing, learning, improving as we built.
We took the voice of the customer. Parents were telling us that navigating childcare was confusing, it was time-consuming, and often it required navigating across different systems and even different departments. So we created a single, easy-to-use tool where families can search for available spaces, you can apply for benefits online, and you can even accept a space in a childcare facility from your mobile phone. So it helps parents not only to support their services, but allows parents through this easy access, and our policies allow them to return to work and access affordable childcare. We also took into account the voice of the operator. We heard from operators over and over that reporting and paper-based reporting processes were tiresome, time-consuming, and it was an administrative burden. Payments were also slow and unpredictable. The portal streamlined programs, reduced the administrative processes by only reporting on the children once and educators. And now payments can be received within 2 days after reporting in their bank account. So it gave operators a faster cash flow. We pay them twice per month, and it provides funding statements and records online to support their business and their services. The focus on the outcomes, as Becky said, it's not just about the systems, but it really is the child care matters. The system and the data enables the department to track outcomes. The funding helps the children who cannot otherwise attend child care services. It keeps parents and helps to support them working. It supports economic growth in New Brunswick, and it supports child development from their earliest years. So the system is the tool. The data allows us to measure the impacts of our programs and plan strategically. So it allows us to provide a more complete picture and guide us in our public policy decision making. So we can see with the data and through the system where spaces are needed, where the workforce training is required. We can track turnover rates for educators. We know the wages. We know our number of educators. We know the children attending childcare, and who is accessing financial benefits and where. The touch points in the portal are vast, and these are some of our successes that we are proud of, but there just is a data picture of how many users we have in the portal every day. So we have 504 educators who report twice per month. We have over 6,000 educators with their training and profile. We have 19,000 parents who have active accounts, and we process over $20 million in payments monthly. So the numbers show the impact, and it provides the foundations.
Okay, the child at the center. We talked about this as part of our guiding principle. At the heart of everything that EECD does is one guiding principle, really. The child is the organizing principle. When the child's at the center, programs connect seamlessly, data flows across our systems, and families experience a coherent journey from early learning through to school age. This is kind of an exciting piece that's kind of opened some new doors to understanding data. One child, one story. Every child now has a unique profile that connects enrollment data, supports, and assessments across systems. This connected data allows EECD to track outcomes, ease transitions, develop policies guided by real data. Not just in early learning, but through kindergarten to grade 12. So the system is integrated with Medicare, and we have a unique ID that we're able to assign to every child through that integration. And now children don't just get that number, the New Brunswick education number, when they enter kindergarten, but they can now get it in the early years, and we're able to look longitudinally at some of the data and understand some of the impacts of early childhood experiences. I won't stay here long, but you can kind of see a little bit of the data that's accessible to us through the portal, and how we can imagine how we might make some of those correlations with children, operators, and educators, those three central key elements. This gives you a little look into our journey. I won't name all of these things, but I'll make these slides available, and you can kind of see some of what we've accomplished. This just depicts the large items that we've delivered over the last several years, really getting started in 2020, and we've really taken an agile approach every step of the way. We start small, we've designed and developed in more manageable chunks, delivering more often. We've learned from our mistakes along the way. We're continuously engaging stakeholders to ensure we're meeting their needs, and we're delivering continuously. So while this slide shows our major releases, what it doesn't show you is the 15 to 20 other maintenance releases that we do each year. And that's really to fix small bugs, small enhancements, addressing any gaps, and responding to sector feedback. So we also have all of this built into our everyday practices. So lessons learned. Laura and I each kind of want to talk here, and we're really getting down to the end here with this last slide. So we want to end by sharing some of these lessons. The first was to adopt an incremental development approach. So we broke the project into smaller, manageable phases to deliver value more quickly. And really to learn with each iteration and enhancement. So regularly testing and refining based on real user feedback. The second one was around committing to flexibility and scalability, solutions that grow with the system, adapting to the needs and scaling as demand increased. Leveraging data for business decisions. Ensuring systems are designed to collect, store, and make this data accessible and actionable.
Digital transformation designs systems around the people. It doesn't design around the processes. We needed a clear strategy that supports the user through this change. Change is tough, and we need to also support those who are using the system. We have a full team that manages that change, and they also need to have support and training and change management and change readiness as well. So a very agile approach.
Yeah, we've really had to hone our change management practices, and we've learned along the way. There's been bumps and bruises, but I think that we've gotten into a really nice way of being, and we've really gained trust with operators and parents where there might have been doubt in the beginning about, my data being online and how the system was going to work and was this going to create more burden. We really found that with trusted processes, operators and educators and parents have really all embraced this over time and really come to rely. Well, now when there's a little something, we hit a little snag, they're quick to call and say, "Oh, did you know?" or "Could we have this feature?" And their openness is really great. And then lastly, that continuous stakeholder engagement. This is a critical one. We built strong collaborative relationships with stakeholders by involving them early and often ensuring their insights shape the design and implementation process. So just in closing, we took a complicated system and we really turned it into something that works for people, parents, operators, educators, a system built around the things that matter most. And we're really proud. New Brunswick has had the great opportunity to meet with every jurisdiction, maybe except one in Canada, to share our system with the early learning folks in each of those provinces and territories. And it's been a real nice experience to be able to be a leader with this project. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out. We'd love to show you more. Thanks.